What's up, boys? We are back today. We're going to be talking about what is next for the Flyweight division. Two back-to-back uploads in a row. I know, guys, I'm pretty much the most consistent YouTuber on MMA YouTube. In all serious, though, I'm trying to make it to 650 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you aren't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Check out my channel. I'm a small YouTuber. And like I said, 650 on the way, dude. But yeah, let's get back to it. What's next for the Flyweight division? Obviously, Alexandre Pantoja with a great title defense just recently against Kai Asakura, and he dominated him. And that win could age well, could age very well depending on how Kai Asakura does in the UFC in his future fights. But still, it's a good win. Two-time rising champion. Obviously, Pantoja's racked up 3 title defenses, and those 3 title defenses have been good. And he's slowly edging up to Demetrius Johnson. I mean, he called him out last night. I'll get into that later, but I'm not saying he's better than Demetrius Johnson. I don't think he can be, but I mean, his competition has been a lot harder than Demetrius Johnson. So it's an interesting point. You know, it's scary times for the Flyweight division, because if you look at the rankings for Flyweight, number 1, Brandon Royval, Pantoja's beat him twice. Number 2, Brandon Moreno, lost. He beat him 3 times. Number 3, Amir Albazi, coming off a loss to Brandon Moreno. Number 4, Kai Kara France, who I guess he's the best looking contender right now to fight next for the belt. Number 5 is Tatsuro Taira. Number 6 is Alex Perez, who Pantoja's ready to beat. Tatsuro Taira also is coming off a loss. And, you know, that's the top 5 of the Flyweight division right now. It's Pantoja's beat all those guys. He's beat all those guys, man. So, what do I think is next for the man, the myth, the legend, Alexandre Pantoja? Obviously, 3 title defenses. 3 title defenses, whether you like it or not, is submitting yourself into the division's history. And like I said, he's edging his way up to Demetrius Johnson. I think he's the second best flyweight of all time, in my opinion now. He's past Moreno. He's past Figgy. He's past Henry Cejudo. And Pantoja's there, dude. He's such a dominant champion. Everything about him is just great. And he has the ability to go up to a weight class. Go up a weight class. Fight for the bantamweight title, whoever it may be. Umar versus Merab. We'll see who wins that. I think it's going to be Umar. So say it is Umar. Say we do get Alexandre Pantoja versus Umar. I'm interested in that fight a lot, dude. I think Pantoja's style is a perfect matchup for Umar. Obviously, a heavy Dagestani wrestler. Both of these guys can't just abuse their wrestling against each other. So it'll be good, man. It'll be a really good fight. Or if it is Merab, still, the Umar and Merab have similar styles. But Pantoja, I don't know. The Flyweight division, it's not the first time we've seen a dominant champion clear out the division. Obviously, when Demetrius Johnson was the champ during that legendary title reign, Dana White talked about closing the division. There was talks about closing the division, and I'm not saying we should close the Flyweight division, but I am saying we should close the Flyweight division, guys. It's a scary time. I mean, even not just Pantoja has cleared with everyone. I mean, everyone's faced everyone in the rankings. The top 5 rankings, you look at it. Tatsuro Taira's faced Brandon Royval. Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval have fought 3 times. I think they fought a lot of time. Kai Kara France has fought Brandon Moreno twice. Brandon Moreno has fought Kai Kara France. It's a whole mess. It's a whole mess, dude. And everyone's fought everyone in this division. It's scary. It's not looking the best now. Steve Erceg, Manuel Capa, there's the likes of good talent, and the Flyweight division's not even that bad if you look at pound for pound who's in it. Joshua Van's coming up. Obviously, he had a fight at 310, and it was good. But, you know, there's not a lot of youngsters coming out of the division either way. I mean, Tatsuro Taira obviously just got fraud checks against Brandon Royval. And other than Joshua Van, there's not a lot of upcoming talent in that division. So the idea of closing down the division is not too far-fetched, man. If they were to close that division, I'd say give Pantoja an immediate title shot against Merab, Umar, whoever it may be. But then it just sucks, because what do you do with the other 15 guys who are ranked? What do you do with them? What do you do with all the flyweights? I mean, some of these guys can't make bantamweight. So, it's scary, dude. It's scary. I mean, obviously, the second thing I'm going to talk about, what's next, is Demetrius Johnson coming back against Pantoja. Obviously, Pantoja called him out last night. And, Demetrius Johnson doesn't seem too interested, to say the least. I watched his YouTube video. He talked about it a little bit, and he just didn't seem too interested. He's been offered loads of money to fight in other organizations, and he turned it down. How I think this would affect Demetrius Johnson's legacy, dude, I honestly think, for me, he's already almost the GOAT. I don't know. I'm undecided who the GOAT is, but Demetrius Johnson might be the GOAT already. In a lot of people's eyes, he might be as well. Imagine this man comes back to the UFC after like a 4-year layoff, 5-year layoff, and beats Pantoja. That the only problem with that is Demetrius Johnson is pretty old. I think he's 36. So after Demetrius Johnson beats Pantoja, what happens, dude? He vacates the title. That would not be ideal. I think that would fully just kill the flyweight division. That would absolutely kill it. If he vacated the title after. I just don't know. Obviously, there is some pros to Demetrius Johnson versus Pantoja. That pay-per-view would sell like crazy. I mean, that is a mega matchup, a dream matchup in some people's eyes. And let's talk about if Pantoja gets it done. If Pantoja gets it done, the division might also be cooked. He's beat the greatest flyweight of all time. What's next? And I'm seeing people calling for this fight and saying it's the right thing to do in the flyweight division, brother. The right thing to do in the flyweight division is to close down the division. That's my opinion. That's my opinion, man. The flyweight division is a very scary division right now. And I'm not saying it's scary because of the fight. I'm saying it's scary because of the lack of talent. And when we look at outside of the top 5, we have guys like Alex Burrs already being beaten by guys like Pantoja. We have guys like Steve Ersteg, who obviously has lost to Pantoja before. We have guys like Mino Kape, who's just a jobber, let's be honest here. Tim Elliott. There's some other decent talents. I think the flyweight division is definitely suffering from the loss of Muhammad Mokaev as well. I mean, he's a great talent, great up-and-comer, and imagine what a match with Pantoja would do. That would be an incredible matchup. I'm sure a lot of you guys would be excited to see that matchup. And was it a dumb decision to cut Muhammad Mokaev? I don't know, man, but that's just my opinion. I've yapped enough about the flyweight division. It's scary times for it, like I said, and I think there is serious talks. It's a serious thing, guys. The flyweight division might be over. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. It's a very talented division, obviously, but it is still the least talented division in the UFC. Let me know what you guys think. If this is the end of the flyweight division, has it been a good run? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Octagon Outpost out.